playing.
Thanks.
Just basically a continuation from Orlando.
Yeah, to a certain extent, yeah. Obviously, I built up a lot of confidence last week, and this is somewhere where I played a lot and I played well before. The key for me, really, coming in here is getting fresh again. So I didn't do anything on Monday. Played 9 holes on Tuesday, 9 holes Wednesday. Really, just trying to re-energise my body and be ready to go 100% this morning.
Some big names with some big scores out there. Rory shot 43 on his first 9, which was the back. And was the wind especially tricky, and were the pins especially tricky?
Well, I was writing the pins in my book last night, and I could see that there were a few smelly ones out there. I was like, I've seen too many of these on a Thursday before. And to be honest, when we went out first thing this morning, there wasn't a lot of wind for the first sort of 9-10 holes for sure, and the greens, there was still a bit of moisture in them, so that's the easiest scoring conditions are going to be certainly today, and you'd think all week. So it'll just dry out, and try to make the most of that. No, I played solid. I hit 17 greens in regulation. I putted nicely. Even if you're on some of these greens, it's not easy to still make par. So you have to be conservative in places, play smart golf, strategic golf, and that's what I tried to do, and pick up the odd shot. Hit a lot of fairways as well, so you can attack a few flags. Alex, nice to see you. How are you?
You too, Lee. Obviously, these courses last week and this week are totally different. What are you seeing in your game that is a positive that you've been able to take from one place to another?
I feel like what myself and Liam are working on in my golf swing is enabling me to drive the ball better and hit a lot better iron shots. I've feathered a few in there left to right today, which is nice, coming into some of these greens. Felt like a lot of control. And, when I'm starting to swing well and turn onto it my right side, I can see a fade, and I can kind of get rid of the left-hand side of the golf course. So that's mainly it. Obviously, I'm, putting nicely. Dropped 2 shots today. One was a 3-putt on 4, but I thought I was a bit unlucky there. And then something happened to me on 10, which has never happened before. My second shot landed on the green, hopped up, then landed on the front edge of my pitch mark and spun 20 feet off the green, which is I've never seen happen before. So other than that, it was a pretty good, calm day out there, really.
Would you say that if you had any, I'm not going to say missed hits, but missed shots, maybe let's take the second at 14 where it was a little left, it wasn't your control, it was more that you maybe misread the wind, it was more than that?
I pulled that shot about 15 feet, so I maybe got the club face closing slightly on it. When the club's coming out for me, that's a good thing, and I just got to keep turning my body hard, and when I don't, it just goes a little bit left of where I'm aiming, but I wasn't aiming at that flag. I was aiming 15 feet left of it, and I was 30 feet left of it, so it wasn't much of a pull. I take that for the rest of the week, 15-foot misses.
I take more than that, but...
Yeah.
Lee, I was just looking for a couple of examples that stood out to you of pin positions, yeah.
Right out the gate, really. 1, front left, anything landing flag eye, front left. Even, say like the safe shot into 1 is hit it 15 feet right at the hole. But if you don't get to flag eye, it rolls back and leaves you 40 foot up and over a hill. 2 hanging on the back, 3 hanging on the back, 4 hanging on the back.
Where was your pitch mark on 6?
6. I played a lovely shot in. I made sure I got it right up there, so I don't normally hit a 3-wood up there, but I did today. Got right up there, so I only had 120 yards into that pin. I could control my long U wedge, take the spin off it, landed it 10 feet past the hole, drew it back to about 6 feet. That's a tough flag on the front edge of that green.
Okay. Scott, go ahead.
Wait, I'm just wondering, how different is it now that you're sort of back into a normal rhythm of the season and the events are in the right order, as opposed to what it was in the fall? And do you think that it's more comfortable to play in this type of?
Yeah, there's certainly more familiarity with it all, isn't there? It's a run of tournaments that we've done before. I always play well when I play a run rather than stop-start. People are here watching. That's great. It's nice. They Helen was saying, we were still on the 16th green, and she was saying, even though there aren't 100% crowds in yet, there was still that hum and that buzz, and that kind of that feeling and that atmosphere which we didn't get when there were no crowds. So it feels a lot more familiar playing tournaments. Certainly since came back across here to the States, and a few more crowds are let in.
Lee, it seemed like a lot of people were having trouble holding the back tier on the 17. Did you get any sense that that green was maybe firmer than some of the other greens on the course?
Well, a few people have said that. I mean, I watched Louis hit his wedge shot into there, and it took a big bounce. So maybe it's a little bit firmer. Maybe they're just drying out as the day goes on. I never try and get it back there. There's like a crown in the middle of that green, and I played it years ago, and I played a practice round with Nick Price, and he said just try and land it on that crown every day. Ignore the flags, and if you walk off 17 with a 3, I think you're more than happy.
All right, guys, we got to run. Thank you.
Thank you.